Linda with the Life Station Express, the relay station. We bring the news to you, and today's news is I have a message. It's a quick one, but I was in the house trying to figure out a place in the house where I could make a video. I was just reading a little bit this morning, and I wanted to share just some things that I had discovered while I was reading. And the light in the house was horrible. It's a partially cloudy morning. It's probably not even 8 o'clock yet. Might not even be 7:30 yet, but anyway, I was trying to find a good spot to sit to do this video, and I decided to come outside. So I've got my phone. I don't even have the camera. I've got my phone sitting on the roof of the little garage we have. It kind of leans back, so the back of it is low. Right here's the edge of it, so I can sit that. And I do like the background. That's the field that's behind us. I don't have corn this year. I believe they put some kind of beans in there. They're getting really thick with that. It must probably soybeans or something. But anyway, I wanted to share a little bit about what I was reading today. And it's a familiar passage. I'm doing my Through the Bible in a Year chronological Bible. And actually, I haven't picked it up for a little bit. So I picked it up this morning, and I wanted to take up where I left off last time. And I'm reading Exodus chapter 14, and this is a familiar story. It's where the children of Israel are going through the Red Sea and how God protected them. And I just had a couple passages in here that I take my handy dandy, I use that word a lot, highlighter. I have a pink one this time, and I write in my Bibles. I just like to do that. Some people might not think that's okay to do, but I like to write in my Bibles because then I can go back and remember. I can go back and find something if I want to. It's my Bible. I can write in it if I want to, I guess. Anyway, the first thing that I highlighted was chapter 14, verse 13. And Moses said unto the people, "Fear ye not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians whom you have seen today, you shall see them again no more forever. The Lord shall fight for you. You shall hold your peace." So to me, that's saying, I am the mighty God. I have a plan. I'm going to do this for you. I need you to just sit still and watch. You don't have to talk. You don't have to ask questions. You don't have to do anything. Just sit and watch me work. So I really thought that was a good scripture. Next was in verse 16. He's talking to Moses, and he tells him what he wants Moses to do so that he can perform this miracle of dividing the Red Sea. He says, "But lift up your rod and stretch out your hand over the sea, divide it, and the children of Israel shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea." And I know that was a couple of years ago. I picked that up again as I was reading. Dry ground. They're walking across the Red Sea, but where they are walking, it's actually dry. It's not, you would think if the water left like 5 seconds ago, it's going to be muddy, all kinds of grossness. No, he allowed them to walk on dry sea. On dry land, sorry. And then again, I saw something else. This is verse 19. "And the angel of God, which went before the camp of Israel, removed and went behind them. And the pillar of the cloud went from before their face and stood behind them." So he's kind of switching these out. They had the pillar of fire to watch out for them, and then they had the pillar of the cloud. "And it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel, and it was a cloud and darkness to them, but it gave light by night to these, so that the one came not near the other all night long." So they're spending the night being protected by God, is basically. Sometimes we get scared at nighttime, or sometimes we don't like the darkness, or we remember bad things, and at nighttime they seem worse, or our mind can go crazy at nighttime sometimes. But in the scripture, God even thinks about that. He's helping them feel safe, and he's switching out the pillar of fire and the cloud. He's just taking care of everything. Verse 22, and the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea upon the dry ground, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right hand and on their left. So the water split open, and it's up above them here, and it's up above them here to the side of them, but yet where they're walking is a pathway of dry ground. And again, I went down again, verse 25. And I had not read this before, and I did not know this. It talks about the Lord is watching all this and taking care of everything. It says, and the Lord looked unto the host of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and of the cloud, and troubled the host of the Egyptians, and took off their chariot wheels. I had not read that before. God took their chariot wheels off. Their chariot wheels